Sweet Science Brothers coming to you live from Brooklyn. It's your boy Av, and I just wanted to share some news with you. I'm sure all of you heard already, but the greatest champion that ever lived and that ever will be, Muhammad Ali, passed away today, and it's really hard to make this video. I'm really sad. Like, the first thing I heard that he was in the hospital last night. And then the first thing I heard from my brother was that he passed away today. And I just wanted to, share this information with you guys and just tell you what I think about it. And I just feel like that Muhammad Ali was the greatest champion that ever lived and that ever was and that ever will be, in my opinion. And it's not just because of the way he fought or his boxing skills, which were legendary, and he's definitely, even just, if you just measure the man based off of his boxing skill alone, he's one of the greatest that ever lived, on his boxing skill alone. But on top of everything else, it's just the man that he was, the human being that he was, the things that he's accomplished, everything that this man has done, everything this man has embodied, and it's just his historical significance as a human being, is really amazing. And, it's like Muhammad Ali is one of those guys. It's just, he's just a special unicorn-like individual. He's the type of person that just, every 100 years, there's only like one or two guys like him. Or every 500 years. I don't know. This man was really significant, and anyone who says different is an idiot. I mean, he stood up for social justice, and I'm not talking about the bullshit that people call social justice nowadays, where they're talking about, men being able to use women's bathrooms or all this other nonsense. I mean, he stood up for real social justice. When people were getting spit on, when people weren't allowed to go to certain restaurants or certain neighborhoods, and people were getting dog sicked on them, you know what I'm saying? Like just because they were black, and all of the stuff that he went through, and the fact that he stood up to the U.S. government when they tried to force him to go to war. And he didn't have to do these things. Like, this is the things that's amazing about Muhammad Ali is he didn't have to do that. When the Vietnam War was going on, they tried to draft him. Had he accepted, he would have just been doing some boxing exhibitions, and they would have used him as a morale booster during the war, like they did with Lewis and other people before him. But, he refused to do it, and he refused to do it because of his moral convictions, because of his religious beliefs. And, the things that he was saying, people don't understand what type of courage it required. Like, in this epoch, we have fighters that are just in it for the money. They don't care about their people. They don't care about the community. They don't care about the country, and they don't care about the world. They just care about their bankroll. This man, because he stood up for his beliefs, he stood up against the government, and he lost his job, wasn't able to box, wasn't able to make money, wasn't able to feed his family, went to jail for a certain period of time. He went through all of that stuff. And everyone knows he would not have seen any combat. He would have been fine. He did that because of what he believed. He stood up for what he believes, which is something that people don't do nowadays in this country at all. And it is what it is. It's just, Muhammad Ali is one of those individuals, man. I mean, it's like, he's done so many legendary things that it cheapens him to try to summarize everything this man has done and stood for in a short YouTube video. But it's like, he's saved lives, literally. Like, there's a video on YouTube you could see, Muhammad Ali Saves Man, where a guy was trying to kill himself. He was he was trying to jump out of a window in a high-rise, and Muhammad Ali happened to be somewhere close by, and he heard about this, and he went up there and talked this man down and saved his life, and it's like, I know that this is, we're here for boxing, and this is a boxing channel, but it's like, if you're a boxing fan and you don't know about Muhammad Ali's in-ring accomplishments, you're not really a boxing fan, or you're like an extreme casual. Either way, Go ahead and watch Muhammad Ali's greatest hits. Watch his trilogy with Joe Frazier. Watch his fight with George Foreman. Watch all of his top fights. The guy is an absolute in-ring legend. He's a hero. He's a champion of truth. He's a one-in-a-kind diamond in the rough. And, I just wanted to share that with you guys. And I just wanted to, if any of you guys have time or whatever, send a prayer out for Muhammad Ali, He deserves it. And at the end of the day, just wanted to, share my thoughts with you guys. What he's done for the sport of boxing and the way he represented this sport, that's never going to happen again.